Hey there, everyone. It's Anthony back with another video here on Single and Plating. Hi. I hope you're having a fantastic day, weekday, weekend, week, month, evening, morning, overnight, all of that good stuff. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. We are on our way to just do a little bit of running around. It's a vlog. Yeah, and I actually filmed my tag question video yesterday taking Apollo for a walk, so I talked a little bit about I think just like a couple things, life things, but it's like, you know what, we did the tag questions, but I didn't get a chance to talk about all my diamond painting endeavors and all of that stuff and just life updates. So I figured I'd just chit chat with you throughout the day, cut in some clips of my day, you know, typical vlog things. So first things first is I may try to stop and find some sort of coffee beverage, but if I can't find one of easy access between here and where I'm going, then I'll probably just get something there. First stop is there is an amusement park here in Denver called Elitch Gardens. I've talked about it before. I went there a couple of weeks ago during my vacation with Scott. But at the time, their wooden roller coaster was closed down. They were doing some upgrades and updates. Well, it just reopened last Friday. So we didn't get a chance to go on opening day of the roller coaster, and it's just been on my mind all week of, hey, you should go ride the new, the upgraded roller coaster. So nobody today, this morning, was into going with me to the amusement park at 10 a.m., but I'm going. I want to ride the new roller coaster, so I've got my little season pass wristband here, and we're going to go ride Twister 3 Storm Chaser. It's just an upgrade of their wooden roller coaster, so we're going to go ride that. I brought my camera and everything, my action camera. I don't know if they'll allow me to wear it on the ride. I doubt it, but I'll try to take some pictures and some video clips with my phone as we walk around the amusement park. I may even bring my microphone to plug into the phone, so at least we get some cleaner audio. And then after that, I'll probably be hungry for lunch. I'll probably do a couple of rides there. I don't know. I'm not trying to spend the whole day there, but I'll probably do a few rides. I may even go tomorrow to they have a little mini water park, and I don't have any plans tomorrow. I was like, maybe I'll take Apollo for a walk and then go sit out by the pool, trying to get some use out of this season pass and the fact that it's nice weather this weekend. We're supposed to have afternoon thunderstorms, but we have clear skies right now. So I want to do that. I want to get some lunch. I need to grab some groceries. I was thinking of even getting some ingredients to do another Korean side dish kind of thing, filming thing, a little food cooking video at some point. So yeah, just little bouncing around like that. And then my buddy Tanner is having a party at his place. It's a pretty early shindig. It starts at like 2 or 3. So I might just pop in to say hello. I don't think he's one of my friends, but it's mostly he has a whole separate group of friends. It's mostly those folks that are going to be at this party, and I don't really know any of them. So I'll probably go and say hi and hang out for a little bit, but I'll probably be in and out. And then that's that. At some point, I have to get home. I stayed up late editing the tag questions video, but I have yet to finish editing my Summer with the Masters video that needs to go up today. So I need to give myself a couple of hours at some point today to finish doing that. I meant to do it yesterday, so it would be up at 6 a.m. today at the time of filming this, but I, for whatever reason, decided to start editing my tag questions video first, and it went way longer than I thought, and midnight, 12:30 rolled around, and I was like, I still have to edit the other videos. Like, I'll just do it in the morning. No one's holding me to getting it done. I try to put them up at 6 a.m. Mountain Standard Time every other week, but yeah, I missed my personal deadline on that. I think I could probably put it up tomorrow, which would be Sunday, but I'm pretty sure I can get it done today. It just needs to be edited, so I've got a lot of running around, roller coasters, lunch, editing videos, going and hanging out with my buddy, grocery shopping, all of that good stuff. And then I have a couple ideas for some videos that I said in my tag questions video that I needed to remember to talk about that, but then we just kind of ran out of time. So I'll probably chat about that after the amusement park, and after I grab some food, I'll hop back on and I'll probably hook up the mic here in the car so you get a little bit of a cleaner audio. And yeah, we'll chit chat about life stuff and just some video ideas, that type of thing. So yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. It's going to be a busy day, and I'm going to try to bring you along for as much of it as possible. I kind of have an idea of where I want to get lunch, and it'll be fun, so I want to share that place with you. So yeah, let me get over to Elitch Gardens Amusement Park. We'll get in there, we'll ride a couple roller coasters, and then we'll grab some lunch, okay? Bye!
Okie dokie, everyone. We are here at Elitch Gardens. Denver's home for mediocre amusement. I'm just kidding. It's pretty fun. It's consistently rated like one of the worst amusement parks in the US. It's just hasn't been updated in a long time. It's very, very outdated. And yeah, so it's fun for what it is, but it's no Six Flags or it's no Cedar Point. It's certainly no Disney, but it gets the job done, and we're gonna go and check out some fun rides. So yeah, let's get in here. Bye. Okie dokie. So here we are. We're walking down the little main street that they have here, little shops and stuff. So yeah, we're gonna head straight back to the wooden roller coaster because that's really the main thing I'm here for. But on our way out, we might do a couple different rides. We shall see. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's awesome. It's Fiesta days here from July 8th through the 9th. So this weekend, they're gonna have a bunch of special events and stuff. Okay. This is so cool. So yeah, this is got like a tilt-a-whirl ride, and the kids area's over there. And this is like an old-timey carousel thing. And then one of the roller coasters called the Mind Eraser. And that thing it's rough stuff. I love it, but it is rough stuff. But it's probably the most thrilling roller coaster here at the park. I remember coming here the first season it opened in like 2000, I think, and being so scared when I went on it for the first time. A lot of the pretzel stalls and this and that aren't open yet, but yeah, they should be open here by, I'd say probably in the next hour. So probably by the time we get off this ride, I'll be able to get some food. It's a Meow Wolf exhibit / ride. So if you're not familiar with Meow Wolf, it's like an interactive museum. They have a few of them throughout the country, but yeah, they have a little like ride / art installation here. It's pretty cool. There's the boomerang. You can see the roller coaster going. That's another fun one. It's all the way in the back. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna be able to film, so I'm gonna let you go. But this is the wooden roller coaster up here. Twister 3 Storm Chaser. So this is all new signage. Yay! There's like, I don't know if you heard it, but there was a cow mooing. There's overturned boats now. This is all new. Oh my gosh.
It feels faster than it looks. Mind eraser.
There's like wind, like fake wind. Look at, there's like a washing machine, an upturned fridge, an upside down RV. This is all new. Oh my gosh.
This here is dangerous territory. Captain of the Rocky Mountain
Storm shelter. Look at the plane. This is all new.
Awesome and powerful EF4 tornado. Wow, that twirling monster was a real doozy. Once we penetrated the eye of this tornado, we measured winds of almost.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited right now.
Thankfully, safety inside.
Okay, we're just getting to the line, so I'm gonna let you go. Okay, bye. Alrighty, so just finished with Twister 3 Storm Chaser. That was really awful. I like a wooden roller coaster, but that thing is on its last leg. It's so rickety that it is terrifying, absolutely terrifying. The cars, like the wheels on the cars kind of come up off the track a little bit at certain points. And I know there's wheels underneath to keep you on, but it seems like they're fighting to get off the tracks. I don't know if that's intentional. I don't remember it being that intense, but it was pretty rough. One of the roughest roller coasters I've been on. And there's one part where you just do this drop and you come out of it and it just completely compresses your spine. It really hurt. So it was down. I was in line for over an hour because they said it was down, inoperable for an indeterminate amount of time. So it looks like half pipe is closed today. There's a lot of closed rides today. Yeah, they said it was inoperable for an indeterminate amount of time. But I was like, this is the only ride I came here to ride today. So I'm gonna sit here until I can get on this ride. And so it probably took about 25 minutes after they announced that before it opened again. So it wasn't too bad, but it was a long wait. I'm ready to go home. That's the only thing I wanted to do here. That's a nice thing about having a season pass, is I can just kind of come and go, and this place is like about 13 minutes from my house, maybe a little bit less. They've got fries. I'm so hungry. I haven't decided where I was going to take you guys with me to lunch, or at least snap some photos of what I get. I haven't decided what I want yet. Maybe I'll at least get an icy or something here, a beverage. Maybe I'll do that. Let me find a spot to at least get a little icy or something. And and then we'll go get some actual food, then we'll go home. But at first I was like, maybe I'll take you guys with me to get like a lobster roll. I'm in the mood for one of those. But then I was like, lobster rolls are expensive. Maybe I can just go to Red Lobster and get, you know, more food for the same amount of money. But I'm not sure yet. We're gonna go in here and see what they have. Okay, bye. Oh my goodness. Hi. Just got back into the parking lot. They didn't have, the icy stand wasn't open. The more I thought about it, I was like, I don't want that. Like, I'm thirsty, it's hot, but I'm sure I would have been upset if I would have got that and drank all that sugar. So I'm just gonna reapply some sunscreen here. And for whatever reason, I'm really in the mood for seafood. And of course, we're in Denver, Colorado. We're the most landlocked of landlocked. So your options are pretty slim, unless you want to go to like a really fancy steakhouse or something like that. And it's lunchtime, so I don't really want that. But I was like, ooh, it'd be nice to get a little coconut shrimp action or something like that. So I have some options. I can go to my old standard, which is Red Lobster. That's usually where I go if I want a nice coconut shrimp. I'm not a ritzy diner by any means, but just down the street here, oh, that feels so much better. Just down the street here is the aquarium, the Denver Aquarium, and they have some pretty decent seafood options there, and you get to sit next to the big old aquarium. So I might drive by there and see if that's what I want to do. And if it is, I'll snap some photos of the aquarium. I'm not gonna buy a ticket to walk through the actual aquarium itself. I just want to go eat. But they have like, you know, a coconut shrimp, but shrimp cocktails, just, you know, and I kind of like the vibes in there. I like a chain restaurant, and I like a themed restaurant. So I might actually pop over to the aquarium. It's literally right here. Get some lunch, get home, do some filming, go over and see my buddy Tanner at his party, and then go get groceries, come home, all of that stuff. So I'm trying to think of when I can sneak in an actual like chit chat portion of this, because all of my drives are pretty short. Maybe the drive from the aquarium to home, I can chit chat some more. Is this the exit? I hope this is the exit. Yes, it is. Haha. I can chit chat a little bit more. Did I do this right? Oh my gosh, I'm scared. Oh geez. Yes, okay, I did this right. Whew, I thought I was going against traffic, like going the opposite way on a one-way. But yeah, I can chat with you as I try to figure out which direction I need to go. Okay, so I don't know what my sentiment was. I forgot what I said when I got here. I said I think it's consistently rated one of the worst theme parks in the US, but it does its job. Yeah, I guess it does. It was bad. This is the second time I've been here this season, and it's pretty rough stuff. There's just no upkeep. I mean, they keep the rides functioning to a certain extent, but everything has like the dingiest of paint on it. Oh, am I still recording with this thing? Okay, how do I get to the aquarium from here? I may need to let you go so I can figure this out. Let's see, hold on. It's not that way. Okay, I see REI, that's a good start. Ooh, there's some construction going on here. Okay, I see REI, which is like the outdoor sporting goods. Oh, the aquarium's on this side. Poop. Okay, I may need to... Well, I'll just kind of drive around until I figure this out. That's our time to chat. So yeah, it's just... It's not kept up in the sense that, like, no paint has been put on any of those rides since they were built in, like, 2000.
a lot of rides are not functioning. So like, you know, there's probably 6 or 7 of the 20 rides that just aren't working, which is kind of a bummer. And some of them were working when I went last, so it's just like really hit and miss as to what is going to be open when you get there. And it's just, you know, a lot of trash everywhere. I have no idea if this is at all where I need to go, but we're gonna go for it. Let's see if I can't type in where I need to go. Actually, I'm gonna cut this clip real quick. I just need to get directions and then I'll be right back, okay? Okie dokie. My phone is overheating because it's in the windshield and it starts to act really funky when it does that. So if this clip gets cut off, my apologies, but we're 6 minutes away from the aquarium. I'm gonna try to point the AC up towards the phone. But we're 6 minutes from there. But yeah, I would suggest going to Waterworld versus Elitch Gardens. They do have a little small water park there, but it's also a little chintzy. It's pretty small and pretty cramped. So it's just that poor park. It's right in the heart of downtown. It's like one of the most sought after. Sorry, my phone's overheating. I'm losing you. But yeah, it's not a great amusement park. There's talks of it being shut down because it's in a really desirable area in downtown Denver. So the property's super, super valuable. But yeah, oh, am I losing you? Oh no, my phone's just wigging out. So yeah, I don't think I'll go back this season. My season pass was only $54 because I got it last year and I got it at a discount for working where I work. So I got it for super cheap. That's as much as a single day admission to that park. So I'm not out any money. I've gone 3 times. I went once last year because you got the rest of 2022 and then all of 2023. So I went once last year. I've gone twice this year. I've more than gotten my money's worth, but I don't like it there. I want to go to some bigger theme parks like a Cedar Point or a Disney and really see like an amazing theme park, but this one is very lackluster, pretty disappointing. So anyway, we're here. I just got to the aquarium. That was a quick trip. It's just right down the street. So I'm gonna grab some lunch. I'll probably snap a couple photos when I'm in there, and then I'll see you back in the car on my way back home. Okay? Bye. Okie dokie, looks like we're recording. Do we have audio? Yes, we do. Okay. All right. So, hi. Clearly we're not in a car right now. We are back on another little hike. We're back on a hike. And yeah. I got done with lunch. Brought Apollo, or went and snagged Apollo, took him for a little walk around the neighborhood, frantically uploaded my Summer with the Masters week 6 video, which is up and ready to go. So that's live. And then I was working on that, running late to get to my buddy's house for his little barbecue party. But Scott went, and he got there before I did. And he was like, hey, if you were hesitant about coming because of bringing Apollo, please bring him. I've got Bowie here.
and then there's somebody else's dog here. I was like, okay. So I get there, and yes, that is the case, and it is an enclosed backyard, but there was like a bunch of little kids, like teeny tiny toddlers running around, and they had little like games and stuff set up for the kids. And Bowie's a little gentle giant. He knows, you know, to not, you know, try to play with kids and stuff. And the other dog, I think, was that family's dog. So of course that dog knows. Come on, Apollo. Come on, let's go. Come on. And so that dog was fine with kids, but of course Apollo doesn't know any better yet. He hasn't learned. So they were like, well, we'll put the kids, you know, we'll pack the kids up later on, so you can just keep Apollo on his leash and just hold him the whole time. I was like, what? So that, you know, Bowie and this other dog are playing around and stuff, but Apollo's like whimpering because I have him held by his harness, sitting next to me, and he doesn't get to go play, and he's getting a little restless. He did lay down for a bit, but I'm like, this isn't fair to him, and I can't get up and socialize or anything, because if I let him off his leash, I've got to be like laser focused on, oh, he just knocked over a kid, or oh, he's trying to lick that kid. And these are all strangers. I don't know my buddy's other group of friends. So I stayed for about 15 minutes, said hello, and then I Irish goodbye'd right out of there. It's like, this is not fun. So now we're here. Come on, let's go. But yeah, I wish Scott would have told me, oh, by the way, there's like 6 infants running around this backyard. But anyway, hold on just a sec. Okay, sorry about that. So yeah, I just texted, well, I said goodbye to Scott. He's like, you're leaving? I was like, yeah, I am. He's like, okay. Like, he was like, I think he was like getting, he was getting something from his truck, I don't know. Then I texted him, I was like, hey man, like, I can't just keep Apollo, you know, held by his harness right next to me while trying to like socialize, and the poor guy, he's got dogs running around but he can't play. It's like he doesn't know the difference between a kid. Like, he wants to play with anything and everything. He hasn't even really been around kids at all, just in general, because I'm not a kids kind of person. I don't have a lot of kids around me in my life, intentionally. So I just don't think he would know how to behave, or like, hey, that little 1-year-old that's learning to walk or whatever is off limits for licking and nudging and stuff. So I was like, yeah, I didn't mean to just bail, but I probably wouldn't have gone if you told me there was kids there. Or little kids. Like, if there's, you know, kids that are old enough to say no or like stay, like, he'd probably listen to that. But these are like little learn how to walk kids. So anyway, so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go take him on a hike so he can get some energy out, do his thing. Look at this pretty view. There's somebody with a drone over there making drone noises. So yeah, I was like, I'm gonna take him for a little walk / hike, let him get some energy out, get him tuckered out, and then I'll take him back to the house and either stay home with him for the night, or if you guys are still hanging out, I'll come back without my dog. Or if you want to go do something else, then I can put him in his crate, but he'll be tuckered out. So he was like, okay, well, sorry it didn't work out. I was like, it's fine, I'm not upset. I know that if it's gonna be a pain in the butt, I'm not gonna sit there and be fussy about it. I'm just gonna go and make sure that my child is taking care of my animal child. So it's like, he doesn't deserve to be stuck, held in place So yeah, maybe I don't have any friends with kids really, so I don't even know in what situation I could put him in so he could learn the difference. I literally have no one in my life with children. I have 2 friends that have a newborn, but yeah, nobody I know has kids. So I just don't know if that's ever going to be a thing for him. So yeah, but anyway, it looks like we're pretty clear for a while here. There you go. Go run it out. Run out those energies. So yeah, that's the most recent update. I figured I'd bring you along with us on this pretty little sunset walk. Look at this beautiful dog in the meadow. And we'll see if he finds some poop to roll in, most likely. So I'm already mentally preparing to have to hose him down when we get back to the house. But yeah, let's go this way. Apollo, this way. Buddy, come on, let's go. Yeah, I'm already mentally preparing for a poop cleaning situation because this is the area where they do let cows out to graze. So, but that is part of my life now, is dealing with that. Apollo, easy. Stay. Easy. Let's practice our stops and starts since we're doing this. So yeah, I'm trying to think of like other life stuff. I talked to you a little bit about in my previous vlog about the Bowie thing. He's not going to be hanging out with us, at least not on hikes and stuff. Now I'm like extra worried about it. So, but he seemed to be doing okay today. He was running around that backyard a little bit, or at least walking around. So that's fine. Anything else that happened between that last vlog, which was yesterday, and today? Nothing too much. I did want to kind of go through the diamond painting stuff, some event stuff. Let's go. So yeah, diamond painting stuff. Whips. I have Senorita, which I did another 2 point something sections on, so I'm almost done with a whole nother column, which is awesome to see that progress. Moving along on that pretty well. I hit these pieces that have a fairly decent amount of color blocking, like in the sun behind her or her skin tone. But then you get to the lace that's all around her, and then it just gets wild. But there's less and less lace right now, more background, but then as I get to the end, there's gonna be a lot of lace. So it's not too bad though. I'm working through it faster than I was previously. So I have that one, and then Moussenet. Oh, so Senorita is from the artist Henry Clive. It's a jaded gem shop kit, and it's an 80 by 110 centimeter square with 56 colors, I think. And then Moussenet Laub Mousse is my cross-stitch conversion for Summer with the Masters. That artist is Ernst Haeckel, and that is I think it's 85.5 by 120 centimeter square drill cross-stitch conversion with 255 colors. I got about another, I want to say about 600 drills down on that kit, just because I was using it to film my week 6 Summer with the Masters video as like a background piece. But as I was editing videos and prepping and stuff, I had it out. So I was working on it, just kind of picking at it as I was working on that video. So I got almost a 9 by, or I guess a 3 by 3 section of it done. So like 300 drills by 300 drills. So that was pretty nice to get some forward progress on it. And so I got that, and then my little secret side project, my round drill canvas that I haven't really even talked about yet on Instagram, but I have Transparent by Yume Art and Diamond Art Club going. I don't know the size of that one. Let me look it up. Whew. That one is, let's see. That'll be in Google Keep. It's nice to have, I keep reminding myself, oh, you can pull up everything on Google Keep with your phone. It's a 51 by 76 centimeter round drill, 51 colors, 3 ABs. So, hey, don't eat that. Don't eat that. Just took a big old bite out of a flower. Let's go. Are you crazy? Maybe you should eat at home. The world is not your salad bar. He's like, yeah, it is. Okay, let's do a little off and on situation. Let's go. So that one I'm really cranking on because there's a decent amount of color blocking and, like, I guess I'll call it line blocking in that kit. I included Apollo. I included about 20 specialty drills. I swapped out nearly half the colors on that kit. Just mainly because I thought it would look really cool, but also I was like, let me use up some of these specialty drills that I just don't pick up as often. So like my Mooney Made glitter drills, my Enablers Outpost specialty drills, some of my Diamond Dots drills that I don't grab as much. I was like, let me try to use up some of this stuff, free up a little storage. So I went to town on that. I think it's looking really good. It's very glitzy. It's got like 11 sparklers and then like 9 or 10 other specialty drills from various shops. So just trying to use up what I have. But yeah, lots of line, like vertical line blocking. And I don't know what it is about me, but I cannot, for the life of me, figure out how to efficiently line block vertically, like turning my pen the other way. I tried turning the tray the other way with the pen, but I just can't place drills. I can't multi-place vertically. I just really struggle with it for some reason. So I can really only multi-place horizontally. So one option would be to turn the canvas and work on it that way, but right now I've just been single placing those vertical line blocks. And I guess it's probably taking a little bit longer, but I like the process. It's fun, and because there's so many specialty drills, it's just a cool, fun canvas to work on. So I don't mind it taking a little bit longer. Apollo, easy. Stay. Easy. Good boy, good boy. That was a good one. So yeah, I'm working on that, and I think I'm on my third column already, like the first section of my third column. And I think once this third column's done, I'll technically be probably between 40 and 50% done. Like, I'm really moving and grooving. It's just so easy because of the color blocking and the fact that I just really like it. So that's coming together really well. I'll have to probably post something. I've been taking progress photos the entire time that I've been working on it, so that way when I do get to putting it up on Instagram, I can be like, look, I started a new kit. Oh, a column's done. Oh, look, another column's done. Oh, another one's done. So I like having that. I like having a kit like that in my back pocket for social media postings, because I could get that entire kit done and then start posting on Instagram and schedule the posts maybe once a week for 5 weeks. And then I don't have to you know, worry about posting to Instagram for several weeks, you know, or I can post some other stuff here and there, but at least I know I have that up. So that's what I'll probably do tonight, is get my first 2 columns, get the posts scheduled. That way those are good to go, and just kind of get in front of it. So there's transparent, loving it. And then, oh, if you haven't seen that kit, I guess I can show them to you. I'm gonna really start using this Google Keep business. So there's transparent. Hopefully you can see that. Let me tilt you down just a little bit. There's transparent. And then here's Moussenet Lob Mousse. And then here is Senorita. Boom. So yeah. And then as far as my other whips go, I have, technically I have McKeeling from DIY Moonshot, but I don't really count that. Darth Vader, that's a cross-stitch conversion from Mandy Manzano. I got the drills from Francesca's Studio Works, and then I got the canvas from Heaven and Earth Designs. That'll be one that I get to eventually. I am struggling with the canvas pretty significantly. I'm not liking the glue method, but here's a little bit of Darth Vader. And that one is a, hey, why are you pulling me? That's a 36 by 108 centimeter with 96 colors, which is too many for that kit. That one could definitely do with, I forget who does those. Oh, is it Creatively Stitching, I think, does the cross-stitch conversion patterns for those Mandy Manzanos. I don't know what the other ones look like, but I think I've said it before that Darth Vader could really use some cleaning up with maybe some newer or different software. There's so many colors in that are like five drills of this DMC is all you'll need. This one needs 12, and it's like, you could probably get rid of 25 colors, maybe even 30 colors on that kit, and it would still look completely fine, if not even closer to, you know, that kind of more cartoony block style that Mandy Manzano does. There's just these really odd onesie-twosie colors, and it just makes it more time consuming as a diamond painter, and it makes it more time consuming for the shop that you order your drills from to have to, like, okay, he only needs 3 of these. It's like, come on. So if there's one early review I could give at least of that pattern, is someone needs to click on that one and open it up and clean it up a little bit. So what else? I think that's everything that's got drills on it. And then I have my Jaded Gem Shop Mystery Kit. That doesn't have any drills on it, but I am looking forward to starting on that sooner than later. And then Sunset Crossing from Craftably is kitted up, no drills on it. I had someone message me because I mentioned in my last vlog, or one of my last videos, that I would consider destashing it. I absolutely would. The only thing is all of the drills are currently in an art dot storage container. So I'm gonna message that person back probably tonight and just be like, how do you want me to do this? Do you want me to kit them down into like little sandwich baggies and just write the DMC or the serial number with Sharpie on it and then roll all those up and send them to you? Or would the expectation be for me to ship the art dot storage container, 120 container set, separately from the canvas? I've got to work out those details, but yes, I will respond to that person. But if you're watching and you haven't seen my response yet, yes, I am willing to destash that to you. I just don't know the best way to go about that, because I don't really think I'll be working on it. So yeah, that's kind of the situation there. And then as far as kits that I'd like to get kitted up, I've been keeping it pretty loose, not trying to commit to too much right now. Let's go this way. Let's go this way, sweet boy. Keeping it pretty loosey-goosey. The only thing I've kitted up recently was transparent, just because after putting Crimson Oracle at the office for other people to work on, I needed a round drill, and I didn't want to do sunset crossing. So now the more that I talk through destashing that to that person, I'm like, let's do it. However you want to do it, let's get it gone. But I had to pick a different round drill. So I just went back and I was like, what's the oldest, I'm probably already said this, but what's the oldest round drill canvas I have in my trunk of doom? So the kits that have the drills in the trunk, and that was it. So I was like, let's do it. So that got kitted up. Plus I had all the specialty drills I was trying to work through. So yeah, that's how that ended up happening. But I'm already trying to think ahead of like, okay, what happens next? I'm pretty sure I'll finish transparent in July. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to finish Senorita by July or August. I'm pretty sure that I'll be continuing on with Moussenet Laubmousse through, hey, let's go. Let's go, big boy. Moussenet Laubmousse for who knows how long. Apollo, hey, buddy, let's not backtrack. Hey, easy. Hold on, he's popping off. Let me get him back. Okay, we got him back. There was something over there that he demanded to be sniffing, so we're gonna keep him on the leash for a while till we get away from that, whatever that was. So yeah, I'll be working on Moussenet Laubmousse for a long time. It took me a month to get to 8%. So if you do the math on that, if I keep working on it at the pace I am, it'll take at least till next summer with the masters to get it done, if that. I've definitely slowed down working on it once I kind of realized like, oh, this might be too big of a task. So it's a beautiful kit. I'll say it a million times every time I have to bring it up. It's a gorgeous kit. Quality's fantastic. It's just more than I bargained for. And so I'm just gonna take it easy. I'm gonna take it easy with it, pick at it every so often. It most likely will be the kit that I use during cross stitch conversion 23. It'll most likely be the kit that I use that makes an appearance at some point during summer with the masters next year. It's just sticking with me because it's a big boy. So yeah, I kind of have those. I'd like to get Darth Vader done. It's got a decent amount of color blocking. I need to pick it back up and just kind of give it one more diamond painting session just to kind of calibrate where I am with it and how I feel about it. Like I said, with canvas it is a struggle, but it's not the end of the world. I just know that I most likely won't be using Heaven and Earth Designs canvases for my cross-stitch conversions going forward. If I was to purchase from them again, it would either be a pattern, just the pattern, or a pre-printed with the symbols canvas, because then there's less opportunity for mistakes. So I'm not having to slide drills around. But I do need, I have 2 other cross-stitch conversions in my stash. I have one from Hannah over at Iterations Crafts, and then I have one from, oh my gosh, what is it called? It's called like Unconventional Cross-Stitch, I think. And I ordered those Heaven and Earth Designs canvases already, but I'm not going to use them. So if you are a Heaven and Earth Designs canvas fan, or you think that you could find some use with 2 blank canvases, message me and I can send you the sizes of them, and you can let me know if you want to purchase them, or we can figure something out. I didn't include them in my D stash because it's just a blank canvas, but I know a lot of people use those they'll do their own cross-stitch conversion on it and cut out, you know, the right size or use them for this and that. I just, like I said, I'm not going to. So those are oddly up for grabs, 2 blank canvases, because I'm gonna order the replacement canvases from Jaded Gem Shop for those. So yeah, what else I'm trying to think. Oh, so going back to what I was saying, I was trying to talk about like what I might be kitting up. I flip-flop, you know that about me. I flip-flop. There was a while there I was like, don't kit anything up until you're down to like a couple canvases, you know, or 1 whip. But now I'm like, I want to get rid of that trunk that's under my desk, and I've got all these empty storage containers, so I could just kit up as much as I can to save the space, at least on one side or the other, rather than having them both taking up space. You know, why just have empty storage containers sitting around? I think part of it's like, for me, it's like, I don't want to kit all this stuff up and then decide, ooh, I want to do this completely different thing, you know, and not have storage. But then I'm like, Anthony, you'd probably just buy more storage if that's really what happened. So I don't know. I'm just trying to think ahead of like, I know that I'm going to participate in drills and chills. So why not just go ahead and get an Ivy Dolomore witchy kit that is in your trunk of doom. Why not just get that going, get it prepped, ready to go. I don't think the event with Lindsay over at Emeralds and Fairy Lights, the Festival of Witches, I don't think it's going to be called that again this year. I'm not sure, but I'll probably have a kit for that. I did last year. I did 2 Ivy Dolomores. Come on. I'm glad I'm keeping him on his leash because he's smelling a lot of what I'm assuming is cow poop. He's like really adamant about pulling off out in the distance, so he might be a permanent leash boy today. Even though I am mentally prepared for the poop, if I can avoid the poop, I will. And I'm sure he gets plenty of exercise just walking. This one's, I think it's like 3-point-something miles. So anyway, so yeah, I'm like, maybe I'll kit up 2 of my Ivy Dolomores. I'm thinking Witch's Greenhouse, and I don't know. I don't know if Herbalist Helper would count, but definitely Witch's Greenhouse. I think there's, Warm Witch and Witch's Greenhouse. Might kit both of those up. I really want to get started on my Ivy Dolomore mystery kit. After talking about it on the tag question video, now I'm like, I should really get that done. So I might kit that up. I think that would be my very first Diamond Art Club mystery kit to work on. And I think it's the only one I have. And then, of course, there's some Jaded Gem Shop kits that I'd like to get to. But yeah, now I'm kind of like in this mode of clear out the trunk of doom. Hashtag no more trunk of doom. So I may just start kitting up a bunch of those and then maybe have 1 empty container set for a wild card. So we'll see. We'll see. I just, like I said, I flip-flop. Part of me is like, finish what you have done, and then you can go, you know, full bore and just kit up a bunch of stuff. But every time I go in the craft room and I bang my toes against that trunk, I'm just like, I can't wait for you to be gone. Why did I decide to do this in the to put all my drills in there in the first place? So yeah, we'll see. I think I have probably about 12 more kits sitting in there. Bags of drills, maybe more, maybe 15. But I have probably about 7 or 8 storage containers now that I can kit into. So, oh, looks like we got someone. Hang tight. Okie dokie. Oh, there's a wonderful breeze coming through. It feels so nice. But yeah, I think I'll probably end up kitting up a bunch of kits at the end of the day. Get those storage containers filled, and then I'll be ready to rock and roll for those upcoming events. And yeah, so I'll probably do Warm Witch's Greenhouse. I'll probably do, because I've got some 60 piece, so I need like a smaller kit, so I'll probably do Sitara. And then I can shop for my specialty drills for that, which will be fun. I think Warm Witch might be around 2, so I can look into fussing with that. What else? Probably pick a round Jaded Gem Shop because I have yet to work on one aside from my replacement drills for McHealing. So maybe I'd love to work on Borealis, but I'd also love to work on Cleo. That's just such a huge kit. And poor Senorita is like, yeah, how about you pump the brakes on that until you give me some more attention? So that's the only thing. But maybe I'll do a round one from Jade that I can start after Transparent or something. And then I do have a landscape that I'd like to incorporate. That's definitely something I need to kit up. I have plans for a series of content around one of my landscape pieces. So can you stop eating all the grass? Come on, let's go. So I'd like to get that one actually kitted up and like actually started on, but once again, I'm kind of telling myself, wait until you get either Darth Vader done or Senorita or what's my other one? I guess that would be it. Like one of those two needs to get done before I dive into that. I don't need it done by any means. I just want to have progress on it by October. So no spoilers, but I've got an idea there. Which I guess kind of leads us into, quickly I wanted to talk about what I have coming to me. I got, we've got another group, hold on. Okie dokie. I took my sunglasses off so I could see people more now that the sun's going down. I was like, are those people? But what was I gonna say? Oh, stuff that I have incoming. So I got my Diamond Art Club shipment that had flower delivery and then one other kit. So I got that in. The only kits that I have outstanding are Tropicana from Henry Clive and Jaded Gem Shop. I don't know when that's getting here, but not too concerned. And then a sneak peek that I'm being sent from a shop. So it's not really I don't know. But yeah, let's go. So those are the only 2 kits that I have incoming. I didn't purchase anything from the most recent DAC release. I think they only released like 4 kits, which I thought was interesting, and none of them really spoke to me. And then they had a big restock come in, and they almost got me with Wishing Tree by Yume Art. That's one, I think. Come on, stop. You're acting a fool. Enough, you're not getting into poop today. I've made my decision. Wishing Tree by Yume Art. There's that one, and then there's another one that's from that series of like clear instruments. I think it's called like Petals Fall. They're both big old squares, and I'm not necessarily in love with the rendering on either one. So Wishing Tree came back in stock, and I was like, am I gonna be a completionist about Yume Art, because I've really fallen in love with her artwork and then her as a person. I just, yeah, so I'm like, am I just gonna get it to support them continuing to carry Yume Art images? I was like, no, Anthony, you won't like working on it. You're not a huge fan of the rendering, or even the original artwork necessarily doesn't really call to me as much as the other pieces. Like for whatever reason, that Petals Fall with the flute, just doesn't grab me as much as the violin ones do. The other one that I don't have, I think it might have been limited edition, was the drums one. And that was another one that I was like, for whatever reason, it's the violins that I like. So, but yeah, Wishing Tree just really wasn't my jam. And yeah, the rendering looked a little messy to me, so So I ended up not getting anything, which was kind of good. And then that's it. I think the only other thing that I might kit up, I just need to touch base with one of my crafty pals, Echoes of Color, see if he's gonna be working on Space Dragon at any point. And if he is, I'll probably kit up my Space Dragon. So, I'm trying to think of anything else as far as diamond painting stuff goes. Oh, I was gonna talk about content, like videos. So I have an idea for one of my landscape kits that will be revealed in the coming months, maybe this fall. So I have that kind of penciled in. I have a video very randomly. I don't know why I was like, this will make a good video. Maybe just because I haven't seen it before. So dibs, calling dibs, in case I don't get to it and someone else does it. Honestly, you know me, I don't care. Do whatever you want. But I've seen on some Facebook groups where folks will ask, how do you get the gloop off of the tops of your diamond painting containers or your drill containers? Apollo, come on, enough. How do you get the stickiness off of your diamond painting containers or bottles after you peel the stickers off? And I've always known like what I would do, but I've never really shared it. A, because it's kind of oddball, and B, I very quickly switched to the easy release kind of yard sale stickers. They're the Avery, like quick release circle stickers. I transitioned to those pretty early on because I knew those didn't leave residue on stuff. So now I don't have that problem because the stickers that I use come right off my Art Dot containers. But I do have some from when I very first started diamond painting, a couple of sets that I was using the stickers that just came in it, or I don't think I ever put yeah, I did. I think there was once or twice where I did put the DAC stickers on my containers themselves. And so I do have a couple of storage containers sitting around that have gloop on them. And I'll usually just put a sticker over it and not worry about it. But I've seen it pop up a number of times on different Facebook groups of like, how do you get the residue off of your tops? Well, I believe I have a method. I haven't officially put it to practice. I'm gonna probably try it once to make sure I'm not talking out my rear end, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna work. And if I'll confirm that it works, and then I'll film the video. So I have a video coming soon, most likely, unless the trick doesn't work. But I have a video coming soon of how to effectively remove the stickery gloop off of the tops of your storage containers, or the sides of your storage containers. It's a little off the beaten path for sure, but it's very effective and it's relatively quick. I've seen people use like essential oils or Goo Gone, and so you have to sit there and, scrub each of the tops with like a cloth or a chamois or something one at a time. This is a method that will allow you to get them all done at once. So, so stay tuned for that. And then I have a video that I want to do towards the end of the year, but I might start filming it in little snippets between now and the end of the year. But I want to do like a best of video, or Anthony's favorites video. So essentially, just picking different categories like wax putty, pens, pen tips, release paper, sealing product, prepackaged kits, conversions, conversion materials, like all of the things, like what my favorite piece has been since I started diamond painting. So it's something that I probably should have done last year because I want to do it as like a yearly thing. But this'll, or maybe, yeah, I'm not sure. I say I would do it every year, but I'm like, am I using that many different things that my answers would be any different? So I don't know, maybe it'll be a one and done. But yeah, just like my top picks for 2023. So I want to do that, but I think I can start piecing it together in the fall, you know, unless I'm using a bunch of brand new stuff to me towards the end of the year. But I'm starting to be less and less of a try new things person. I'm kind of a stick with what you know, save your money right now kind of person. Or just stick with what's already in your stash and let that be that until I can work down some of it. But I thought it'd be cool. You know, I do have some favorites that I've identified in the past, you know, year and a half that I've been diamond painting. So who knows? I have some other cool ideas around that I'll hold on to. But yeah, I'm hoping that'll be a fun video. So what else? I guess that's kind of the main video ideas and stuff that I've been kind of working on. We're definitely, now that hopefully it's starting to warm up, I feel like we went from spring back to fall here in Colorado. Like, it's just been, like, of course today's gorgeous, so this has been a little bit of an anomaly, but it's been just consistently rainy and thunderstormy and gloomy and more rain and rain some more. As it stands, we have received more precipitation than Seattle this year so far. So it's just been an oddly wet year for us here, which is a good thing. I love the moisture. Everything's so green. You can see how lush and full of wildflowers everything is. It's beautiful here. I feel like I live in Jurassic Park. But it means that sometimes your plans to do an all-day long hike are dashed because there's lightning and thunderstorm warnings pretty much everywhere up in the mountains at some point during the day. So I don't get to do, like, you know, earlier this year we did that 14-mile hike. We just haven't had that this summer because of the rain. So I'm hoping that starts to turn around where we get occasional thunderstorms, but not every day of the week, you know. So once that happens, you'll be getting some more hikes that are up in the mountains. That'll probably be more music based because I'll be huffing and puffing, but hopefully you'll get to see some new sights as opposed to like this and the dog park and, you know, the places that we always go to. But I mean, even though we always come here, this isn't so bad, right? I mean, that's gorgeous. This isn't so bad, but I do want to show you some of my favorite spots. There's this one place up north with these gorgeous waterfalls and this beautiful lake. It's called Lake Agnes. So that's one that I've been keeping my eye on. It's a pretty tough hike, so it'll probably be pretty music based, but it's stunning. It's stunning. Come on, hey, hey, hey. Sorry, he is being rowdy. This is usually his main area where he'll take off into this field because I think this is where the cows hang out. So he is pulling me with all his might, and I'm like, no, we're not doing that today. You're gonna get a rude awakening, sir. So I'm just gonna keep him on leash because I can tell that he wants to get into some manure. Okay, let's stop here and take a look. But yeah, so I know this is something you've seen a bajillion times, but I never get over it. I live here and I never get over it, and I hope you guys like it too, but this is just the kind of stuff I like sharing with you all. This is where I took, I think I took the photo for Emma over at Emma Amazing Craft Shop. This is where I took that picture for her to make that resin pen tray for me, or pen holder. So anyway, come on, let's go. You little brat, you little stinker. So yeah, I'm hoping to do some longer form music-based hikes. Oh my gosh. Are you over it? Are you over me keeping you on a leash? Too bad. So yeah, longer form hikes, harder hikes, but better views. And just more day in the life stuff. Potentially a couple of whip-in chats, like sit-down whip-in chats. Maybe some more time lapses. I used to be big into the time lapses because I would do car vlogs, and then so we'd be in the car, and then I'd stop at like, Trader Joe's or whatever. So I would cut to a time lapse, and then it'd be me back in the car. Now we're gonna go get coffee, and then I'd stop and more time lapse. But now that we do these just straight through walks, I don't really have a need for as many time lapses, so I don't really do those too much. I like the whip-in jams. I still do them. I did one, I think, a couple of weeks ago or a few weeks ago. They don't get as much traction. I don't think people are as interested in just listening to music as like something like this where we're chatting, but I know a few people do like them. I get comments like, I do like this. So, and I always do those on the days where I'm just like, I don't have anything to say. I'm maybe a little tired, a little burnt out from work. I'm just taking Apollo on the walk just to get him the exercise, but it's kind of like, let's just get done with this. So those are usually the days that I just film the walk and I'll just put some music behind it. So you'll see those pop up here and there. Like for instance, let's say we were to go on another hike tomorrow. I've kind of spent my topics, but I still want to show you the scenery or, see Apollo's little fluffy butt running around. Then I'll throw some music to it and just put that up. So I don't expect those to be like oh my gosh, everyone loves the music to walking, but I know at least a couple people do. They do get at least a view, but I like them. I even go back and I'll put one of my own whip-in jams on when I just want to listen to some music and just kind of jam out. So I do that. What else? What else can we do? More skincare stuff. I've just been incorporating it into just chatting, but you may see some like unboxings or like skincare hauls at some point, either worked into a vlog or independently. Right now I'm using this. Yeah, are you choking on a bunch of grass that you ate? Right now I'm using this sunscreen from a brand called Then I Met You, which is one of my favorite Korean brands. They have a sunscreen, which I mentioned in my sunscreen video. It has your typical sunscreen filters, like US filters in it, but it goes on really nicely. It's a little heavy, but it soaks in really nicely, and it gives you kind of that nice dewy kind of finish. It doesn't border on greasy, and it is not waterproof or sweat proof. However, it holds up okay. It did sting my eyes the other day when we were walking, but it was hot. I was, had a sweaty brow. Like right now, we're exercising, so I can feel it kind of migrating a little bit around my eyes, but it's not as bad as some other really fluid, liquidy, watery sunscreens that are like nice and lightweight. This sticks to the face a little bit better, which is a good thing. But it's certainly not something that I would like use specifically for like exercising. Let's go over here. Let's take a look at the beautiful power lines. No, I'm kidding. Oh, that's quite nice. That's quite nice. Let's go this way. Let's go this way, baby. Hi. Good boy. Hi. So we are at 2.4 miles. So yeah, that sunscreen, I will probably repurchase it. It's probably one of the better just daily wear slash mild outdoor, very mild activity sunscreens I've used. If I was to not be sweating, it wouldn't migrate to my eyes, whereas some of those really lightweight kind of watery sunscreens, they just kind of make their way towards your eyeballs throughout the day. Just by nature, your own oils on your skin cause things to start slipping around. And I love a lot of those sunscreens because they don't feel like heavy, greasy, sticky sunscreen, but they just aren't as long wearing. Or, I mean, you should be reapplying every 2 hours, but at the end of the day, after you've reapplied and reapplied and reapplied, it really starts to compound. And yeah, so I don't know, it's called the Then I Met You something Essence sunscreen. It's an SPF 50, and I really like it. I'll probably come back to it. But I did purchase a bunch of product from a shop called Wish Trend. They carry all Korean brands and a lot of my favorites. They are an international brand. They ship internationally, and they do have sometimes some deals for US shipping, like any orders above $50, any orders above $80, that type of thing. But it's you usually have to place a relatively large order to hit your free shipping threshold to the US. But they have a lot of awesome brands like Claire's. They also have their own brand called By Wish Trend. And so I ordered 2 big old boxes of stuff from them when I started a couple months ago, or maybe last month, really getting back into skincare. I just needed to re-up on some things like sunscreen. I burn through so much sunscreen. But sunscreen, they had some other deals here and there and some products that I had been wanting to try, but never did it because I was like, oh, I don't really do content creation around skincare anymore, so it's fine. So I splurged around my birthday and got myself some stuff. And I actually filmed that unboxing, but for whatever reason, I decided not to post it. I wonder if I still have it on my phone. If I still have it and I listen back through it and the mood strikes, I might tack it onto, maybe I'll just tack it onto this video. I did I did a skincare haul unboxing kind of thing. Just went over some of the skincare products. Don't hold me to that. If I end up looking back at that clip and I'm like, oh. If I'm like, I don't want to share it, then I won't. But yeah, I don't know why I ended up not doing that. You know what it was, is I think it was I filmed it on the day that I was filming another vlog, and that one just completely went downhill. It started raining really bad, and yes, that's what it was. I went to TJ Maxx, or Home Goods, I guess, in search of some like glassware to use for the cocktail mixer video that let me finish this story and then I'll have one more. The cocktail mixer hour that I was gonna film for Summer with the Masters. I went there and it started pouring rain, like torrential downpour as I was in Home Goods. So I was like literally like sprinting into the next store, which I think was Sierra Trading Post. Ended up getting some sunscreen there. And it still was coming down. So I sprinted over to Ulta just to look around. I don't think I got anything. And then sprinted back to the car, and the whole while I'm trying to film clips in between, like, come along with me. And I was like sopping wet. The roads started flooding, so I was super distracted because I had the camera on in the car. I was super distracted. And then I got home and those 2 boxes were sitting there, and I filmed that, but I ended up scrapping that whole video because it was like, I just looked like a drowned rat, and I'm not really talking at all. I'm just like in panic because of how much rain was coming down. It was just a nightmare. So I ended up not putting up any of that footage, and that unboxing got discarded alongside that. But I don't know if I ever deleted it. That unboxing was fine, but it was just supposed to be tied to like this is my birthday treat myself day. I'm gonna unbox this skincare. I'm gonna go to Home Goods. I'm gonna go to Ulta. I'm gonna go to Sierra Trading Post. Maybe I'll pop into Target. Let me go get a coffee. It was supposed to be this whole like fun in the sun summer birthday excursion car vlog, and it ended up just being a reckoning. So I just discarded it, but maybe I'll try it. Maybe I'll pull that if I can find it and throw it in at the end. So stay tuned for that if I can find it. Hold on just a second. Okie dokie. So yeah, we'll see probably a few smatterings of people coming back towards us. Most people start coming this way, but I usually end on this side just because it is quieter for the majority of the walk until we get around here. So yeah, more skincare stuff getting incorporated, little shop hauls and stuff. I may even do at one point, if I can build up the courage to do a shop with me, essentially going to Ulta and Sephora and just kind of talking about the products that I'm seeing, or maybe even a Target. So it's just kind of like a spot recommendations, or let's talk about these products as they are on the shelves, so you can go snag them yourselves. The only thing that becomes an issue with those is the music. They play, you know, they license music from artists and stuff at those stores. So it's kind of poo-pooed to, I mean, it's not even kind of poo-pooed, but YouTube will sometimes flag your videos if it can pick up the copyright songs in the background that stores are playing. So that's why you don't see as many of those videos, or it's usually on smaller channels, or you'll hear content creators that do skincare, like, let's go to Target. They'll be talking really loud. So they're talking over the music, and it's a lot of quick cuts. So when they do stop talking, if they're like, okay, let's go talk about cleansers now, and they have to walk to that section, it's a quick cut. They don't film themselves walking in silence because of the music. Other bigger content creators, this is more prominent, at least in South Korea that I've seen, is they actually will develop partnerships with like shops. So like Olive Young is essentially the Sephora of Korea, even though there is now Sephoras in Korea, but Olive Young is like the equivalent to a Sephora. They have hair care and wellness, and they also carry like food and supplements and stuff too, but their main thing is makeup and skincare. And content creators in Korea will develop partnerships with them where they actually go into the store an hour before they open, so before the music is turned on, to film their videos. So they usually will be like, all right guys, we have an hour, let's get in here, let's see what we've got. And they just film their whole video, but they have to be done before the store opens. So I wonder if I could ever do something like that at my local Sephora or Ulta, or if they've got rules and regulations around that. But it would be cool to go into a Sephora prior to opening and kind of give it a little tour in Ulta. That'd be kind of fun. Maybe I should ask my local Ulta. I spend enough there. Be like, excuse me, I'm platinum and I've been platinum for 5 years. I'm gonna need to come in. So, or be like, hire me, let me come in to work an hour early to film. I'll work my shift and then I'll quit. But I think that'd be fun to do something like that. I also really want to take you all to Water World, the water park. I believe they allow people to wear cameras on their chests while they go on the rides there. So I may do that. I think that would be kind of fun. But yeah, just continuing to move and groove, you know. Share little snippets of my life with everyone as much as I can. And yeah, we've got someone here up ahead, so I'm gonna let you go. Hold on. Okie dokie. Looks like some people taking photographs over here. I love how green and lush it is. Thanks to the rain. You can see the storm clouds off in the distance, but we're not getting anything over here. Looks like it might be raining up in Boulder, that's north. You can see kind of it gets a little misty up there, but look at this sunset. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. What do you think, Apollo? Do you like this? He's like, yeah, you know what would be better if you let me off this GD leash. Oh boy. So yeah, just continuing to share, come up with fun. I have some content ideas. I think, you know, I took a little bit of a break the past, I'd say like 2 weeks of trying to like, you know, try to get a video out every day or every other day. I had no real rhyme or reason, but if I take a look at the number of videos I have, I think I'm at close to 300 videos, somewhere in that realm. And I've had this channel for about 13 months. So it's like, yeah, I mean, more days than not throughout the year I have a video up, even though sometimes it doesn't feel like it. Sometimes it feels like it's been forever, but yeah, in the grand scheme of things, I've missed probably about 60 or 70 days in the past year. So I feel like I'm moving at a pretty good clip, but I think, you know, I was just between this and my, you know, full-time paying job and trying to be more social and get back into being more active with my friends, it just, something had to give. You know, I was starting to feel a little overwhelmed. And so I took, you know, a couple weeks where I was just doing vlog unboxing, or vlog unboxing, Summer with the Masters video, and really nothing else. And I'm starting to feel a little bit more optimistic about being able to continue to create consistent content, maintain that sense of positivity. You know, I never want this to feel like a burdensome to me, and I never want you as viewers to get the sense that it is burdensome in any way, because I don't want you to feel any kind of way. Like, you know, I'll be completely frank. You know, sometimes you know, if I have been watching a YouTube or a content creator, you can tell when they're just like kind of over it, you know, and it almost feels like they're over you, you know, like, I don't know. Sometimes it feels a little bit like that, and to no fault of theirs, but you know, your emotions and your feelings kind of bleed through when you're doing whip-in chats and just talking, or like, you know, someone seems kind of short in a video, like, you know, it's just like, I have to be here, you know. So I don't ever want to get to that place or make people feel like any kind of way. So hold on. So yeah, it's just, I think that little break and like my vacation from work and, you know, just setting aside a lot more time to say yes to doing friend stuff. I found a little bit more of continuing to find a good balance. And so now I'm kind of like, all right, let's you know, open the floodgates just a little bit more. Let's see what we can do. I've got some fun ideas, and yeah. So it'll ebb and flow, you know, it'll ebb and flow. I think one big thing that's been helping me is embracing this attitude of being very non-committal. Which I know a lot of people are probably like, ugh. But when it comes to this stuff that isn't like, you know, it isn't my full-time job. It is just a hobby. Just setting aside any sort of feelings of like obligation or commitment, it actually helps out a lot. I think my natural place to go when I get interested in something is like, I've said it before, here's all my time, here's all my money, say yes to everything, get exposed to and get in front of as many people as possible, get involved with as many things as possible. I want to be synonymous with the content creation around diamond painting. When you think about it, you think of me, because I'm everywhere and anywhere. And so that's kind of how I approached, you know, when I started content creation for like the first year, is anytime I got offered to do something or an idea popped into my head, or, you know, a live came up, I wanted to be everywhere and saying hello and doing all that stuff. But yeah, life changes. That other things start to come into play, and it's not like I don't want to do those things in the future. I just think I need to be a little bit more selective and listen to my body, pay attention to what else is going on in my life, and take a minute, take a beat to think about where I am with other things in my life before I'm like, sure, yes. So yeah, I just need to be more cognizant of that. And there's things that I will always make room and time for because it's a personal passion of mine. So, you know, the busyness kind of in my life kind of kicked off right around the time that Katie and I started chatting about me co-hosting Summer with Masters. I think right before she asked me, I had posted a video of like, I'm over it, you know, like I need to rein it in and I'm doing too many things. And then she was like, oh, hey. I was like, you're Summer with the Masters, and you and Katie as a person are an exception because I love her, and this event is the event for me. You know, like I'm so honored that I got to help out this year. And, you know, I also thanking Jessica over at Tiny Worlds of Wonder for allowing me to step in this summer. But yeah, there's certain things and certain folks that if they need something or I can participate in something, I will make it work. You know, like it is not a problem. It's not overtaxing. In fact, it's a little bit of an escape from the other stressors in my life to be able to talk about old masters and talk about all the kits that I'm working on and the history and stuff. That is an escape. But other things like you know, like just other stuff that isn't necessarily a personal interest, but there's some obligation around it. I've already kind of delved into this in a previous vlog, but yeah, just like the product like placement kind of stuff where you like make sure this is done by this time and you know all that. I don't think that's where this channel is gonna go. I'll continue to support some shops that I've already developed some strong connections with, but outside of that, yeah, just finding more of a balance. And even like event stuff. I love cross stitch conversions and I love old masters. And those are kind of my two things right now. The two of, you know, I'm co-hosting this event, and I'll be co-hosting with Hannah and Sophie later on this year. And those are kind of my two loves. And they're very closely intertwined in my head. You know, my cross-stitch conversions have been old masters. So they're very closely intertwined. If I ever got to participate in like an Ivy Dolomore or Yume art event, I would be all over that. And I also have plans to host an event. I don't know if I'd necessarily have a co-host. If I was to have a co-host, it would probably be the artist herself. But I really want to do an event focusing on Hannah over at Iterations Crafts, like a Hannah-thon, or I don't know a name of it yet. But her artwork is at so many different shops right now. Plus, she does independent licensing. So you can do customs, you can do cross-stitch conversions. She is one of the more accessible artists in terms of how you can get her artwork out there. And I love her as a person. And so I want to do an event highlighting her artwork, do some spotlights with her as an artist. A whole month, the whole Hannah month. Hannah, if you're listening, she's probably like, what's this now? But yeah, I'm coming after you. So yeah, I want to do some sort of Hannah themed event. So, but yeah, outside of those, you know, maybe that'll, once again, things change, my opinions change, but outside of that, I'm just like, that's really, that's the extent of it. Right now, just tacking on those things more and more. At least right now in my life, I'm trying to find a good balance. I always end my videos with like finding balance. It's mainly just me covering my own butt of like, if you don't see me doing events, you know why. Or if you don't see me participating in others' events, or you know, introducing a bunch of new shops here and there. Yeah, never say never. It's just where my head's at right now, so I hope that's okay. But yeah, you will be seeing a sneak peek from me though soon. So a counter to that is I do have a shop that I adore, that I'll be working with here soon. So alrighty, we are back at the car. We did 3.53 miles. How do you feel, buddy? Do you feel worked out? Did you get some exercise? Huh? He's like, yeah, kinda, not really. Oh, goober. All right. Well, thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share this content with friends, family members, anyone that you think might take some value out of this content. Otherwise, happy placing. We'll see you next time. Say bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bow. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna have to, oh, show me your butt? Okay. Butt scratches. Okay. All right, let's get in the car. Come on, let's go. All right, bye everyone. Okie dokie. Hi. Oh my gosh, that drive was treacherous, but I got my coffee, I got my caramel, what do they call it there at Dutch Brothers? I don't know. I got my little caramel frappuccino thing, and even on the way there, the rest of that drive, there was a ton of water. And then my buddy wrote me, he lives closer to downtown Golden. He's like, it is like emergency situation out here. He's like, I'm gonna go take my bike and ride around and just see it, but I guess it's flooding a lot over there. So anyway, we're back. I had a couple of soggy boxes sitting on the porch. So I started, you know, getting back into doing my skincare routine and getting back into trying products, and I kind of went through my skincare collection that I have and gave away a bunch of stuff and almost did a little bit of a de-stash on that side too. But there was a few things that have been released over the past year that I wanted to give a try, I've been interested in, but just, you know, either hadn't or either hadn't known about them or knew about them and just decided not to purchase them. Apollo's loving his new toy, so you're gonna hear that in the background. He's so cute. So I figured, let me snag a couple of things, and one of the shops that I used to frequent was called Wish Trend, W-I-S-H-T-R-E-N-D. It's not Wish, you know, that online store Wish. This is Wish Trend. It's an actual Korean skincare brand. So not only do they have their own in-house brand, but they also curate or carry a lot of other Korean brands. And that was one of the shops that I would always go to look at kind of the latest and greatest from Korean skincare. Let's see if this changes the tone of the lighting. I have these, oh, much better. Okay, I have these colored panels on my ring light that I was using earlier today for filming, but I think they're giving you like a yellow tone. Excuse me, that's my shopping bag. Hi. That color's much better. Okay, so Wish Trend, like I said, they have their in-house brand, and then they curate or carry a lot of other brands. They also own some other brands, but regardless, let's go ahead and take a peek. I'm excited to share this stuff with you all. I haven't gotten any new like trending skincare in a hot minute, so this will be fun. The reason why there's two boxes is they often do... Apollo, hey, that's not yours. Go on. Take your toy. There you go. Okay. Oh my goodness, he's like, I have the shopping bags on the ground and he's like diving in. But the reason like we have two packages here is Wish Trend oftentimes does like free shipping over any orders over $80, and then they'll usually have some sort of like gift. So it's like anything over $50, you get a free XYZ. So sometimes if I know that I'm gonna be getting enough to do 2 orders worth to get free shipping, so let's say it's free shipping over $70. If I know I'm spending $140, then I'll break it up into 2, so I get 2 of the free gifts. So that's kind of what I did. So let's see what we have in this first order here. Luckily it was bubble wrap, so hopefully the inside of this didn't get wet, but the cardboard is definitely a little soggy. Oh, cool. Okay, I can just take that whole thing away. Okay, so in here we have our free gift, which was the By Wish Trend. This is their in-house brand. It's the Hydra Enriched Ampule. This is a water-based ampule with abundant polysaccharide that was carefully extracted from aloe. So aloe polysaccharide, super hydrating. And it looks like we also have, aloe leaf polysaccharides, butylene glycol, bunch of other stuff I don't know. There's some sodium hyaluronate in here, hydrolyzed vegetable proteins, linseed extract. So it looks like there isn't any oil in here, so this is going to be like a watery kind of serum, just mainly used for hydration. So this was the free gift. I love their packaging too. So there's that. The other thing that we have in here is by Wish Trend. This is their 21.5% pure vitamin C advanced serum. I've used this before and I really like it. It's great for brightening. It can help to reduce the look of like dark spots, acne scars, that type of thing. It also has sea buckthorn water in it, which is an antioxidant, and it just helps to support the vitamin C. So this is really good. You do have to keep this refrigerated once you do open it, because this vitamin C can spoil quickly and oxidize, especially if it's pure vitamin C, which is ascorbic acid. And are we not getting an ingredients list in English on this? Interesting. It might be inside. So yeah, it says browning is a natural phenomenon of pure vitamin C. It's due to the high concentration of vitamin C. So using it as soon as possible after purchase is highly recommended. Before and after opening, stored in the fridge. So I'm going to put this in the fridge right now, even in the box, just to prolong its life. It says it's good until December of 2024. So, I mean, it has a shelf life stability to it, like any other skincare product, but you just have to, it's better safe than sorry. Just keep it refrigerated if you can. Okay, let's try to move through the rest of this quickly. We have from I'm From is the name of this brand, and this is their Hug Mask. This is a limited edition mask. This is actually a combination of two of their products. So they have a honey mask, which is like this super nourishing, thick, dense honey that they turn into a mask. And so you put it on and it just helps repair, hydrate the skin. It's kind of sticky like honey too. And then they have a fig mask, which is like a sugar scrub. And that was also really nice. Well, they decided as part of this special edition to combine the two into one product. So they call it their Hug Mask. So it's the honey and the fig together. I'm sure this is going to smell incredible. So it's like a nourishing mask with a little bit of sugar scrub. So there's that. We also have from the brand Element, ELMT, Element. This is their skin illuminating solution. This is essentially a toner and essence that's packed with niacinamide. It's got grape extract and pomegranate in it, allantoin as well. So it should be a brightening toner, but also have a lot of antioxidant power and hydrating. So there's that. And then from that same brand Element is another pure vitamin C serum, so I'll probably pop this one in the fridge too. I go through these pretty quickly if I'm actively using them, because I use them in my AM routine every single morning. So this is a waterless formula, which will help to extend its shelf life. 20% ascorbic acid. It's got a bunch of stabilizers in it. I don't know what methyl rapeseed date ferment, that may be fermented rapeseed oil or extract. Interesting. Apricot kernel oil. So it does have a little bit of apricot oil in it, but it's very low on the ingredients list. So interesting vitamin C product that it's waterless, because most of them are a fluid and they need a little bit of water, but that can hasten oxidation. By Wish Trend also has these sheet masks. So these are 21.5% natural vitamin enhancing sheet mask. So this is a plant-based cellulose, so it's kind of this thicker mask. I'll have to put one of these on one of these days and show you guys. But it has green tea water in it and sea buckthorn. Like I said, it helps support the power of the vitamin C. So I don't believe this product has vitamin C in it itself, but it's going to be great to pair with that serum, which is why they kind of have that same look to them. So all right, there's that. Last thing is from Claire's. Claire's is another, this is all Korean stuff. This is their all day airy sunscreen, SPF 50+, PA4+, sun protector. It's a water-based gel texture. Claire's got some heat a couple of years ago. A lot of companies were getting their sunscreens made from the same Korean manufacturer. So there's Claire's, a brand Purito. They all use the same company to get their sunscreen formulations from. And it turns out they were kind of fudging the numbers with the actual protection that they provided. So when independent tests were run, it did not offer SPF 50. It was more like SPF 19 or something like that. So they actually pulled a lot of Korean sunscreens got pulled from this manufacturer, got pulled from the market. And so now they're required to do independent testing before they put a new product out to market. So this is their re-release. It's got a new name. I'm not sure what the packaging looks like. Let me open it. The old packaging was like a kind of holographic looking bottle. Hold on. Trying to get that thin. There we go. So I'm curious to see if this feels the same, because I loved that sunscreen, that last one, but my one complaint was like, I feel like I'm still getting tan, like I'm darkening. I still feel like maybe I'm getting a little bit burnt. And lo and behold, and I got a lot of flack for that too, because it was such a loved product. And I was like, I'm not feeling like it's doing what it should be doing. And then like probably 6 months later, it was like, scandal. It's like, I knew it. Because I even after wearing my sun hat, the part of my face that was slightly exposed, even with that sunscreen on, would still be dark. Like I'd have a little tan from being out in the sun. I was like, this does not happen normally. So, okay. Second bag. We're gonna get through this and then we'll be done. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if I'll be filming any of our stuff going out tonight, and plans may change because of just how crazy that rainstorm was. So we may be just hunkering down, especially my friends in Golden are like, what's happening? Okay, so a second Hydra enriched ampule. So once again, that was another free gift. And then we have, this is the By Wish Trend Propolis Energy Boosting Essence. This was called something else. They rebranded it. I think this was called like their Quad Active Essence. But it's got propolis in it, which is like essentially, I don't want to get this wrong, but it's part of the process, like when bees make their hive. Propolis is like, it's not honey, but it's like almost like the glue or the gloopiness that bees kind of build. Geez, I don't want to lie to you. Just think of it like honey, I guess. It's of the same ilk, produced by bees, propolis. And so it's supposed to be really hydrating and nourishing and help once again with repairing. So this is essentially an essence packed with propolis. So yeah, there's like a whole bunch of different ingredients that like bees produce. Honey, propolis, there's something called royal jelly as well. Okay, this is by Wish Trend, their Sarah Barrier Soothing Ampule. This was just a centella and ceramide packed serum that had some oils in it. So I was curious about this one, maybe for nighttime, something a little bit heavier. But there's that. It's kind of got like a milkiness, if you can see that in there. So we'll see how that goes. A whole bunch more sheet masks that came with that set. This was like one set. It was like, get one of each of our most popular new items. It was like, okay. So you get some more of these sheet masks, which I really like. We also have a vitamin amazing Bakuchiol night cream. Bakuchiol is this ingredient that I'm kind of, I'm not sure how I feel about it just yet. Essentially, it's supposed to be the plant-based alternative to retinol, but that still remains to be seen. So I think it works best as a supporting ingredient to actual retinol. So I might hold on to this product until I have something with actual retinol in it and use them in conjunction with each other. But yeah, oh, it actually has some retinol in it, so that's helpful. So yeah, it's very minimal. I guess you don't need a lot, but anyway, this should be to help firm the skin, reduce the look and appearance of fine lines. It's kind of an anti-aging product, but it came with this gift set. I wasn't necessarily seeking this out specifically, but it came in the gift set. I figured, why not? We'll give it a shot. We'll see what happens. So you have that. And then we also have, this is one that I was really interested in. By Wishtrend, this is their UV Defense Moist Cream. This is their newest release. It's their own SPF. 50 plus PA 4 pluses. This is, once again, a chemical sunscreen, but it does have green tea leaf extract in it. But yeah, it's also got chamomile flower extract in it too. So maybe mildly soothing, but anytime a new Korean sunscreen, like from a major brand, kind of hits the market, I used to be really good about trying it. So I'm trying to get back into that. Sunscreens are the best. So there's that. A couple more things. Thank you for sticking around my little skincare show and tell. We have green tea and enzyme powder wash. I don't believe I've used this before, but I have used these powder washes before. It's just like a powder, you mix it with water, it foams up, and then you're good to go. I've had mixed success with this style of a powder style cleanser. The main reason why I'm not in love with them is I usually wash my face in the shower at least once a day. So having a bottle of dry powder and trying to dispense that in the shower without getting water in the container and causing it to clump up, it just can be a pain. So that's one of the reasons why I don't gravitate towards those that often, but once again, it was part of that set. Then we have another sunscreen. This is from the brand CosRx. Vitamin E Vitalizing Sunscreen, Tocopherol. This is a 50 plus, and it's just saying broad spectrum, so it's not even giving the PA rating, which is interesting. And they're not using typical Korean or more modern filters here. This is all US filters. And let's see if they've included any additional filters. No. So this must be, I'm not sure if they sell this exact one in the Korean market or if this is specific to their US market, but this is a much more traditional looking like US or mainstream sunscreen. So you'll see like, let's see. So for instance, here we have avobenzone, homosalate, octosalate, octocrylene. Those are your classic UV filters, UVA and UVB for the US market. And but over here we're gonna see dimethylyl hydrobexyl hexyl benzoate. Like all of those like crazy titles are UVA and UVB filters, but they're not approved in to be sold from a US store, if that makes sense. Like you can't go to Sephora and snag this, but you can order it from a site that is based out of Korea to ship to the US. So I'm curious as to why this has that formulation, but we'll see. And finally, from Rovectin, one of my favorite skincare brands is their Dr. Mask Pore mask. A sheet mask. I've never used this before. They claim it's supposed to be a pore tightening sheet mask with patent ingredients that control excess sebum. Usually when I see something like that, I'm like, okay, what did you put in there? You put in some witch hazel probably, or tea tree leaf is usually in there, which isn't the end of the world, but it can be a little bit astringent on my skin. So I'm curious to see how well this does. Otherwise, it has green tea leaf extract, which can be a little bit of an anti-sebum or kind of an astringent. It really depends, but it's also very soothing. Niacinamide, so some good stuff in here. Chestnut shell extract, another kind of astringent-y ingredient. So who knows? This might make me leave me feeling a little bit zapped of hydration. We'll see, but we're gonna give it a shot. So that's from Rovectin. So yeah, that was my little haul, my little birthday skincare haul. And who knows? Maybe if the sun comes out, we'll take Apollo for a little walk and I'll come back and do some skincare, and then If we decide to still go out to dinner in Golden, even post the flash flooding, I still need to check in with everyone. We'll do that, but I'm not going to include any photos or anything. We'll just make this the end of it. It's already going to be a relatively long, random vlog. So thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share this content with friends, family members, anyone that you think might take some value out of this content. Otherwise, happy placing. We'll see you next time. Bye, 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 bye.